We're going across live now to the ISRO center.
चंद्रमा के साउथ पोल पे सेफ और सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग करेगा। आपको ध्यान दिला दूं, इस समय हम लोग पावर डिसेंट शुरू होने से लगभग 22 मिनट दूर हैं। जो दर्शक थोड़ी देर से जुड़े हैं उनकी जानकारी के लिए बता दें, आप लोग इस ऐतिहासिक पल को इसरो के ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट, फेसबुक, ट्विटर और यूट्यूब पे भी देख सकते हैं।
Honorable dignitaries, delegates, scientists, media personnel, and dear viewers, a very good evening to all of you. We at ISRO welcome you to the live coverage of India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 mission's landing event on the lunar surface. These are the visuals from Mission Operation Complex at ISRO's Telemetry Tracking and Command Network, ISTRAC, situated in Namma, Bengaluru, Karnataka. I, Arushi Seth, and my colleague, Dr. Padamdeo Mishra, are your hosts for the evening and shall accompany you on the journey of the landing event from powered descent start to touchdown. Today, we shall be witnessing the final phase of the critical and most technologically challenging mission operations of Chandrayaan-3, wherein the lander module will be making a safe and soft landing on the surface of the moon. These display screens show the countdown to the power descent start as well as the path that will be followed by the lander module. We are 18 minutes away from the commencement of power descent. India is at the brink of creating history as we all await with bated breath to witness the landing on Moon's south polar region.
A sense of quiet calm descends on the control center. There's going to be very, very spare commentary coming in from there. Noise levels are going to be kept to a minimum as we now await the latest live information streaming in from from the Vikram lander. Obviously, it's not going to be live video information because there will be a lag before imagery and video footage actually comes in, if any, and when ISRO chooses to actually put it out. But telemetric data will be displayed on the screen for people to understand where things are at and what the status is. In fact, I want to bring Raj Chingappa back in. Okay, we'll just go back to this and I'll come back to our guest.
किया जा रहा हो। इसरो मिशन की निश्चितता और अनिश्चितता के बीच बहुत ही महीन अंतर होता है, जिससे कि एक मिशन सफल या असफल होता है। लेकिन ना हम थके ना हम हारे। हमने पिछली कमियों को सुधारते हुए आज पूरी तरह से आश्वस्त किया है कि लैंडर मॉड्यूल निश्चित तौर पे चंद्रमा के सतह पर सेफ और सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग करेगा। सभी दर्शकों के जानकारी के लिए अब हम इसरो के अब तक के सभी लूनर मिशंस को संक्षिप्त विवरण प्रस्तुत करेंगे। जी हां, इसरो का पहला मून मिशन चंद्रयान-1 अक्टूबर 2008 में पीएसएलवी रॉकेट के द्वारा सफलतापूर्वक प्रक्षेपित किया गया था। चंद्रयान-1 ने चंद्रमा के सतह पर पानी की खोज करके पहले ही इतिहास रच चुका है। यही कारण है कि आजकल विश्व के तमाम अंतरिक्ष वैज्ञानिक और स्पेस एजेंसियां चंद्रमा को और करीब से जानने के लिए उत्सुक दिख रही हैं। अगर हम बात करें चंद्रयान-2 की, जो इसरो का दूसरा मिशन है, जुलाई 2019 में इसरो के सबसे ताकतवर रॉकेट LVM-3 द्वारा सफलतापूर्वक प्रक्षेपित किया गया था और आज भी लगभग 4 साल बाद यह चंद्रमा के 100 किलोमीटर के सर्कुलर ऑर्बिट में घूमते हुए बहुत ही उत्तम
Live images coming in from inside the ISRO command center in Bengaluru. I want to bring in India Today's Bengaluru Bureau Chief Nagarjun, who is with there. He's just a few meters outside this particular place where the viewing gallery is. Naga, the telemetry data has begun to come in from the Vikram lander. 37 minutes to go for touchdown. Only a few moments to go for the automatic landing sequence to be initiated. The screen behind you has information. What are you hearing? What's the mood there? Only 37 minutes to go, Naga.
That's true, absolutely. 37 minutes to go and around 18 or 16 minutes to go for the power descent. At 5:44 p.m. is when the power descent will begin. We can see the scientists and at the command center have all seated in their chairs right now. Let me break down some figures for the viewers as well. When the lander reaches the designated spot where it starts its descent, it would be traveling around 6,048 kilometers per second. So that's almost more than the speed of sound as well. It's Mach 4, Mach 5 speed. That velocity will have to be reduced. For 11 minutes, starting from 5:44 p.m., there'll be rough braking system. So there'll be random loss of height from 30 kilometers where it's orbiting right now. It will come down to 7 kilometers. So there's a loss of 23 kilometers in vertical height. And from the final landing spot, when the sequence begins, it will be around 745 kilometers away. So if, for example, say, if I'm in Bangalore right now, if the landing spot is Bangalore, the descent will begin 800 kilometers away from Bangalore as a vertical distance and as the horizontal distance, and the vertical distance is 30 kilometers. So if you draw the curve, you can imagine the height of 30 kilometers and the horizontal land distance around 745 kilometers. 11 minutes is when the rough braking phase will happen. There'll be a big reduction in height as well as covering the ground. After that, the remaining 15 minutes will be a slow descent, and final 180 seconds to 120 seconds will be the time when the radio altimeter picks up the exact spot. Radio altimeter will be the laser just coming down through the lander, picking the spot and exact the height, including nanocentimeters height will be known, and finally the landing spot will be chosen by the lander. All these commands that we are talking about, all these actions that we are talking about has been pre-fed. They just have to initiate the process. Nothing to be done because the commands have already been pre-fed. The lander knows when to fire the retro boosters. The lander knows when to start tilting towards the vertical direction. Right now it's still orbiting horizontally. It has to come down vertically, and this will be the last orbit ever of lander Chandrayaan 3.
Okay, so it's 5:29 now. So just about 15 minutes to go, Naga, before the automatic landing system engages. The 15 minutes of terror will then start, and then at 6:04 p.m., 34 minutes from now, is the scheduled touchdown. There's no turning back. The point of no return has been crossed. Chandrayaan 3 is going to be a success. This fail-safe program is now headed towards lunar history on the surface of the moon. These are live images coming to you, mind you, from the ISRO Command Center. So all of the men and women you see on your screen are all part of the Chandrayaan 3 program and are playing a very, very important role, not just in the entire program so far, but in this critical final phase, because in many people's minds, especially in the public mind, this program only boils down to what you're going to see over the next 33 minutes. While that is not strictly true, the program has achieved a great deal of success so far already and proven many things, many naysayers wrong. But it is this final thing that will be the cherry on top as far as India's space endeavors through Chandrayaan 3 are concerned.